Hey gang, it is live time Sunday chat. Just finished mowing all 3 acres. My aching arse. I am wore out. We got one of you in here. Is it Willie? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? I wait for everybody to get their notifications and start trickling in. Bryce. I'll show this again. She said, thank you very much. Joe, brother, how are you feeling? Lisa said, thank you, thank you, thank you, Bryce. Picked it up yesterday. Made it to the P.O. box yesterday. Adam, howdy, great to see you. She's going to be sporting it every time we go to a tractor show or a swap meet. We'll both be wearing our shirts. Howdy, Glenn. Glad you could make it. That's what I like to hear, Joe. Wild Bill, welcome to the madness. I've got some lurkers. Howdy to the lurkers. David, howdy. Oh, sweet. I've got quite a few I've got to get hung. I've got to clear the corner out where they need to go. Boo! What's happening, brother? I caught your comment, Boo. Let me get back to David real quick. David, that's awesome. I have a feeling I'm going to start hanging plates up in the rafters as well if I end up filling up the one corner. Because I've got, if you look behind me, like this whole wall here is filled, and I've got a section over here out in the shop that I'm going to fill. Doug, love you guys too. And I apologize to Memo that I've not given her a jingle yet. It's been berserk here. Even today on Sunday, I had a regular stream of people coming in and dropping stuff off. The shop is just jam packed. Doesn't do any good to tell people I'm taking weekends off. They just come unannounced. Boo, I saw the comment where you said that you got some kind of a contract or something like that. I forget what it was, but congrats on that. I did see it. I just haven't commented back to it yet. You know I will. So have I just got you and Mom watching tonight, Doug? Oh, I'll tell you what, Doug. There's everything's multiplying. A lot of tillers. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tillers. Everybody is leaving their equipment with that ethanol gas in it, and that's what everything is. 700, what's happening? I'm glad you were able to make it. Well, I'll feed you. Give me just a second here. Sorry about that. Yes, Boo, that. Yes, yes, yes. That's fantastic. I'm sorry. So, Sandra, I do most humbly apologize for not calling yet. I will call. B10's almost done. That's awesome to hear. What, sweetie, you said you were going to be late. Everybody, there's my better half. Bryce is here. You can thank him personally for the shirt. It only took you 5 minutes. You could have taken a longer break. She just, excuse me, just came in from mowing. I just came in from mowing just a little under an hour ago. No, I can handle donuts too, Glenn. I can do that. Boy, more people are saying hi to you than they did to me. I'm just kidding. All right, just like I did last week, I don't notice it until, uh-oh, my screen's dusty. She didn't try it on yet. We had a really busy post shirt for Lisa. Howdy, can't kill me. Where did I knock off? Uh-oh, I can't have that. I tell you guys here real quick, little something. My girls call me their Superman just because of all of the surgeries that I've gone through, everything I've gone through physically, 32 operations, having broke my back twice, been paralyzed, this, that, and the other, and being back on my feet and still kicking arse and taking names. And so they call me their Superman. And so anytime they find a Superman, they're always picking it up. It doesn't matter what kind it is, even if it's just a silly little shell that has a Superman painted on it, Superman emblem painted on it. And hanging from Clifford's window is a whole bunch of Superman stuff that they have bought me that gets hung up there. But this little guy balances right there on his chin. And I've got a scribe that I stick in his chin. And he sits on top of my light, this light right here. He sits up there and just keeps me company. Got to get the glare off of that. That poor Superman, he's going to have one heck of a headache, Let's get that back up there. So to all you guys, I'm Zippo. To my daughters, I'm Superman. Oh, that's okay, 700. That yellow is so hard to match. So hard. Big O fam, great to see you. Cat yellow is a real common, that or deer yellow. And when I see the deer yellow, I cringe at the deer yellow. So I'd prefer cat yellow. Yeah, it's hard to, because they changed the color. Every year it was a different color. In fact, I'll show you one that was done up cat yellow. A good buddy of mine that, well, I showed it in the last video, but I'll show it to you guys again. But that is also cat yellow and just looks beautiful. Just looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I'm a Briggs guy, brother. You know that. If you've been watching my channel at all, I'll work on any engine, but okay. We'll see if Jonathan shows up tonight. So just keep an eye out for Jonathan W. They look Model T-ish, but red with finish. Yeah, because they had a little Model T that they would do their maneuvers in the parades with. And I don't know if he picked it up or not. but I'm sure he's going to be happy to hear that you took a look. The white, depending on the year, like the early 64, the white, or the B1s, or the B1s and the early B10s were a stark white. After that, they went to, give me just a second, Glenn. After the stark white, they went to more or less an international white, which is just a little bit of a kind of a cream or an eggshell, somewhere in that vicinity. Okay, Glenn, is it possible to rebuild a carburetor that mounts on top of the gas tank on a 4-horse Briggs? On top? Yes, yes. There's a diaphragm that would need to be replaced, as well as the plunger spring underneath of it, and you can get those rebuild kits. You just need the numbers off the engines, Glenn, and they can be repaired. Unless it's a late model. Thank you, Boo. Cottage white. Yeah, International Harvester white. That's what I use. And that's also what I use for my wheels. Yeah, International white. Pretty much a universal. Almost everybody uses it. Cottage white, but I've heard of a lot of people. Mama Sweener. Hi, honey. Doug, walk a straight line. Mama's watching what you're typing. I did break 9,000 subs, Joe. I did. And what's funny, and I talked to a lot of my buddies about it. I've got friends that I've been friends with, and we've been on YouTube about the same length of time. Like Mo, 65 Ford, we've both been on about the same length of time. I give, I think, pretty decent information and whatnot, but I must be doing something wrong because he's got over 100,000 subscribers, and I just broke 9,000 after 10 years, 10 and a half years. Mr. Barron, give me just a second. Okay. Okay. He better. Yes, he better. Lisa, are you covered in grass clippings like I am? I pulled this down and it just rained grass clippings. Mr. Barron, Clinton engine parts, power hacksaw. Okay. I've got 2 people interested in the power hacksaw. It's not something that I would be able to ship, so it would need to be picked up. Okay. Everybody say goodbye to Hulk Hogan. Now I got to get rid of him. There he goes. Bye-bye. Oh, Bailey missed you a little bit, huh? Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, we were talking about doing an orange and black shirt. Don, did I miss your hello? I am so very, very sorry. Everything's flying by pretty quick. Let me scroll back up. I'm scrolling. Hang on, guys. I got to find the original hello. We get all the way to the top. Okay, scrolling down. Scrolling down. Looking. 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 Uh, well, Mr. Barron, thank you very much for the offer on the Clinton parts as well. Don, that was the first one I got from you was, well, I tried to say hi, Mr. Zippo. So, hi, how are you, Don? Oh, you're brushing her. Okay. Yeah, I know that when I do the bedclothes, I'm probably going to take them outside and shake them. I used to have to do that with Ruben and Rachel. All right, now we've got the Ultimate Warrior we got to block. I'm not digging this. There we go. Ultimate Warrior is gone. I don't like that crap. Andrew Wood. I rewired essentially a Simplicity 700. All the wiring's identical. Depending on what model landlord you have. If it is a running board model with a starter solenoid, the wiring's different. Just message me on Facebook at Zippo Varga. Just search for me, and I will send you the manual for your tractor, which also has every single part that is in the tractor and your wiring diagram. Thank you, Sandra. And thank you, Doug. What what's that proved your point, Mike? There's always an idiot out there trying to cause problems. Oh, the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, it's just spammers is all it is. They just look for live streams and they come in and just Doug, you asking if I have stickers for your wall? I don't have very many, and I've got to get with Scott to get some more printed out, but he's got it saved. And when I call, well, I've already got your address in my envelope, but when I call Mama Sweener, I will get a couple of those out to you. And guys, I have very, very few. So as soon as I get more, I'll be able to send some more out. Well, I'm glad you made it, Wood. And you're welcome, Andrew. Yeah, Bryce, just get with me on my Gmail. You need a blue wrench. I've got blue wrenches. My USA made Craftsman ratcheting wrenches are blue. Mama Sandra, thank you very, very much for stopping by. Love you. Dawn, that I've got something similar to that. Okay, Doug, thank you. I've got something similar to that near me, and yeah, only I wish that I had a garden tractor / riding mower graveyard that I could pick through. Yes, Mike, I have a front rim for you. I do not have the sticker. You can go to type it out all one word, clickitandstickit.com, and Nate or Corey will set you up with a Briggs sticker. Tell them Zippo sent you. Oh, no problem at all. Excuse me, no problem at all, Andrew. No problem at all. And Mike, I do have the wheel. I have the rim. Oh, you didn't. Okay. Yeah. See, I need reminders like that, Bryce. Shoot me an email, Bryce, and I can either email it to you or I can physically drop it in the mail to you. Well, happy birthday, Glenn. Happy birthday. Howdy, Tim. Great to see you. How did the swap meet go? I hope you came close to selling out. And thank you, Sandra, for telling everyone to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. That's awesome, Tim. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I was glad that I went ahead and bought 2 of those stainless buckets before the Amish guy came by and bought all of them. 2's enough for me. Yes, Mike, I still do. Yes. Do you still have mine? It's Zippo Varga at Gmail. um, just email me and we'll sort out the details on that, Mike. Um, what? Crisis Small Engines. Hello from Canada. Okay. And there we go. I love trolls. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine. That I always get it. I always get it. Bryce, I was talking to. Yes, you do, Mike. I'd love to see pictures. I didn't get rained on, Tim. Of course, I was only there on Wednesday. Did it rain Wednesday evening? We had Road King stop in last time. We had Jonathan W. stop in last time. The higher subscriber guys. I think Jonathan's got 27 or 28,000 subscribers. Friday it rained. Yeah, we've got some rain here too. We got some rain yesterday as well. We were out rummage sailing. My neighborhood was having a rummage sale, and I was pulling Miss Lisa behind in the yard cart behind the old landlord, and we just happened to stop in. I stop in, say hi to all the neighbors, and we were at the old man's house, and it just started pouring something awful. Oh, no problem, brother. No problem. Osenga Simplicity, no problem. Everybody, if you guys saw the last video and you saw the power bucket, it was Osenga Simplicity that was kind enough to sell me the power bucket. Bryce, if a flint wheel in a Zippo spins freely without tension or spark, does that mean the flint tube is empty? No. Um, well, okay. There's a gap between the flint, just barely a gap between the flint wheel and the flint tube. If you take the flint screw and spring out and just put something a smaller diameter up in there and see if you can spin the wheel and put that up in there and stop the wheel from spinning, then you know you don't have a stuck flint. If that answers your question. Hopefully it does. The next big repair. Ah, while I was mowing today, I had 3 people stop and drop stuff off. So I've got small repairs and big repairs. A lot of them are ethanol related. but there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rototillers in the shop. That'll be a big marathon to get all 5 of those going. One newer Craftsman 4-cycle that the pull cord just spins. It doesn't start the engine. Oh, you couldn't see if the flint came out. Okay. Well, if you put you'll notice there's a little brass, sorry, hang on, that there's a little brass piece at the end of the screw and the spring. See that little guy right there? That's just a follower to keep tension and pressure on the flint. If you take this out and you didn't find the flint and the flint wheel spins freely, just stick that back up in there and see if it catches the flint wheel. You'll see that start to move, but it won't spark. And I've lost flints too, so they're tiny little suckers. All right, back to Tim's question, and I'll catch up with the rest in just a second. I have a workhorse wheel horse that improper hands got a hold of. I seem to get one a year or 2 a year that someone else has messed with that shouldn't own tools. They put the wrong key ignition switch in it and burnt all the wiring up in the wheel horse. So that one's going to be a full rewire, I think. We'll see when I get into it. But as soon as you turn the key on, it blows the fuse. So hopefully the fuse protected a lot of the wires. Got to pull that ignition switch out and redo that. But it hasn't run in a couple of years. It's got bad gas in it, so I've got to go through the carburetor. And this is on an 18 horse opposed horizontal twin. So that, I would say, Tim, would be the next big repair. Guilford. I'm glad. Where you can find parts for your sickle mower. Oh, that's a tough one because most people that have sickle mowers and have parts want to hang on to them. But you can go to simpletractors.com, all one word, simpletractors.com. Or you can go to michaelstractors, all one word.com. Or you can go to a number of Facebook groups. Just put in Alice Chalmers, put in Simplicity Landlord, put in Simplicity Garden Tractor, Alice Chalmers Garden Tractor. You will get a plethora of groups, and you can inquire there. And if someone has anything they're willing to let go of, Guilford, those are the 3 places where you'll be most likely to find what you're looking for. Donald, true that on the mower graveyard. I've seen a few on YouTube, but I have more than enough. The John Deere 400 is a beast. Yeah, I've got a 420 that's going to be going up for sale soon with 3 hydro levers, forward, mid, and rear, and a hydro controlled blade and a deck. You sound like me, Donald, just a whole bunch of stuff. It's not that bad, Tim. Fortunately, I think all that was mucked with was just the ignition switch, and it's a fused link. I think it was just, it's a 5-pin ignition switch, but the pin locations weren't the same. They didn't match up the codes on the back of the key switch. And so as soon as you turn the key switch, it just was blowing the fuse. Any pointers on the seat on a 725? The pad and vinyl was in bad shape. Was thinking of leaving the metal pan and putting the tractor seat pad over it. The ones that fit over the pan seat. That's what I do, Mike. I do the same thing. You're not going to find an upholsterer who is willing to raise the lip on that seat and make a new seat pad and cushion and re-crimp all the way around that. I do have a place over here near me in Marion, Indiana, that does a pretty good job, but what they do is they take it and they wrap it around the top of the lip, and then they'll rivet underneath and around it. It's the seat that is on Mini Lord. So if you check my older videos, you'll see the seat that is on Mini Lord. That is a reasonable facsimile of what an original looks like. Guilford, you're more than welcome. If I went through that too fast, this video will post in its entirety at the conclusion after it uploads, and you can come back and reference it. So the video will remain on YouTube for you. Just think about that John Deere 420 that I've got to get ready to sell. And it's really, really, really nice. It's got a Kohler KT 17 or 18. But yeah, it's a beast. And having the 3 hydros instead of just the 2, it's a really nice mower. In fact, it was retired many years ago, and all it did was snow removal and ditch mowing for probably past 6-7 years. No, sir. About the only thing that you'll get, Bryce, is pre-detonation if you're not able to time for the increase in the VP race gas. I would cut it, and by cut it, I just mean just, you can, okay, Bryce, you can buy ethanol-free fuel. VP makes small engine ethanol-free fuel. You don't have to get the race gas. VP makes it. So you don't have to have race gas. And there are other companies that have it as well. And also, if you do a web search, Bryce, in your area, your locale, for ethanol-free fuel, around here I have a Phillips 66 station, which is also known as Hoosier Pete's, and I have Shell V-Power. Not all Shell V-Power is ethanol-free, but I have Shell V-Power gas stations here that are selling ethanol-free 93 octane. If your foam rubber's okay, Mike, reuse that. If it's not, you can get the medium density foam and use your wife's turkey carving knife to shape it. And then use a orbital sander to round it off and better form it to the seat. And then you can just put one of those either orange and white or black seat covers over. That would go over like the old cast iron seats from the big tractors. Joe Owen, how are you? Oh, Joe, thank you very, very much for your subscription. Looks like you're hanging on to a model airplane there. I've got a whole bunch of model airplane engines, old rotaries, and they've got to go too. They're for a widow whose husband passed away and was an avid model airplane fanatic. '89-incher. Government, I agree, Tim. Absolutely, it is the devil. Elke, 1973. How are you? Elke, 1973. I had a 76 El Camino Super Sport. I think you already knew that. Loved that truck. swivel bucket seats. Every option available on an El Camino that was possible, plus 3 that came from Monte Carlo. It was a special order car. No, it was a 400 small block with his and hers. It had a his and hers shifter out of the factory, and swivel buckets, power door locks, map lights on the rearview mirror, trip odometer. The Monte Carlo was available with an economy gauge. It had the economy gauge, power windows, and like I say, swivel buckets. It was a really, really nice car. It was triple black. Excuse me, double black. Black interior, black exterior, no vinyl top. Even still had the factory vinyl tonneau cover on it, and rail guides. Really, really nice car. Wished I still had it. But I had kids, and it had 2 bucket seats. It had to go. But I replaced it with Impala Super Sport. .454 is a stout motor, and being a 96, it's a fuel injected. So yeah, super, super reliable. But you cannot pay attention to mileage at all. Donald, I'm sorry that you're having trouble. You take it easy. I'm very, very glad that you were able to make it in. We'll see you soon. Guys, I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to close it out. It's been a very long day. Long weekend, actually, but a really long day, and I'm tired and I need a shower. And I want to talk to my woman on the phone. I haven't talked to her for a few hours. We've both been mowing. So I got to pay attention to her. I can't get in the doghouse with her. It's not any worse than 74 Baroness in decent shape. Shuttle. Okay. Carb, muffler and tires. Ah, damn, that's funny. Sir Pelvis. How are you doing, brother? 74 Baroness, decent shape, just needs intake, carb, muffler, and tires, as well as a 3314 variable. Needs a muffler, rings, carb rebuild. I think I should. Yeah, my answer to any simplicity, should I repair it or should I not repair it? My answer is always yes. You will be forever grateful that you have a workhorse of a tractor at your disposal. A resounding yes. Sir Pelvis, how are you doing, my friend? I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm only going to give it about 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to head off of here. Lisa, you still brushing Bailey? And are you still listening? Guilford, thank you very, very much, Guilford. We've still got about 2.5 minutes. And Sir Pelvis, this entire video will be posted after it processes. So whatever you missed, you can go back and pick up. Cleaning all the hair off the back porch, I bet. Joe, thank you very, very much for stopping by. Tim, stay in touch, brother. Please stay in touch. I'm going to miss not having you out there at the show. Mike the Tractor saw huge simplicity on Craigslist up here with a 19-horse Onan 72-inch deck non-running for $1,300. Okay. The Onan's probably bad, and $1,300 is not a bad price for it. It's probably something in the like a 90-20 or something along those lines. It's a compact tractor. That's fine, Bryce. If she wants to contact me, we can work everything out. That'd be awesome. Wild Bill, thank you very much. We will see you soon. David Fisher, we'll see you. Sir Pelvis, I am really glad that you were able to make it. Dave Handyman Braun, about to go. Yeah, I'm about to go too. Thank you, Mike. And thank you, Mike. Yes. Yep, I will. Joe, be safe. Thank you for hanging out for the last 40 minutes. I definitely appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and slide on out of here. And I will see everybody next Sunday, same time, same bat channel, the whole nine. So, Boo, if you're out there listening, we'll see you. Everybody else, we will see you all soon. Zippo later. What's the rest of it? I'm out of here.